Hey, what's up, everybody? BroTrio here, and me and Scotty have now played and beat Armored Core 6, The Fires of Rubicon.
Coolest subtitle.
One of the coolest subtitles ever.
This whole game was just cool.
It was a very cool game.
It was like, oh, you unlocked a goddamn hydraulic spike for your mech now.
It looked almost that dialogue specifically. Like, Handler Walter is just like a man doing like... You can tell the voiceover guy is just like, oh, you want a super generic, gruff, deep action star? Okay, I got you.
And he sounded cool. And he's like,
wake the dog up.
Wake the dog up. Yeah, this is... Like, it was like... I don't know. It felt like Top Gun with all the nicknames and all that.
Yeah,
like,
it's
so
very
cool.
like Fighter Pilot-esque, but Armored Core Pilot-esque, because everybody's got like call signs and everything. There's even like, I want to say it's a joke about it, because like it's kind of worded like a joke, but it's not really that funny, because like I think it's the Red Guns or something. They're like, yeah, you're Red Gun 13, and then Handler Walter's just like, Gun 13, eh? Well, I'll stick with 621. And it's just like, I think that was supposed to be a joke, but no one was laughing, so I didn't know.
Hard to tell. There's no, besides voices, there's no humans in this game.
There is one damn organic creature in the entire game.
The slugs?
Wow.
Yeah. There's slugs in one mission. Other than that, it is all robots. Which
Are they giant slugs?
No.
Pretty big.
I mean, yeah, they're pretty big because the ACs are massive.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're pretty big. But yeah, they're basically just chomping on the coral, which is like the fuel source, kind of like spice emulsion and stuff like that. It's just like an end-all be-all like drug fuel source, catalysts for everything.
And then you have a ghost that came from it that's in your head or whatever.
So we'll stop it there. Spoilers from here on out. The game's pretty good. It does play like a PS2 game, but in the best of ways. It's very mission-based. All the plot is given to you in like radio conversations.
Like Kodak kind of shit.
And yeah, but ultimately pretty fun. Not gonna keep you that mentally stimulated. Like I had to buy a JRPG to keep me mentally stimulated.
Well, some
during
of the fights,
this, but...
some of the fights will, but the story's not a focus. And
right.
It's cool. The story is cool, but it's definitely not the focus. It's mostly like, oh, those robots are after this thing, and they hired you to go kill these robots.
Yeah. But ultimately, if you're looking for a pretty like almost arcadey type of game that plays smooth as butter and has some great combat and customization,
definitely the best mech combat I've ever played in a game.
Armored Core 6, The Fires of Rubicon might be the game you need to wishlist soon. So, now we'll get into spoilers. There's not too much, because there's not much plot going on in this game.
Yeah, and there's like a lot of endings, so it just
there
depends.
are multiple, there's 3 different endings. I got all 3 of them. I did not platinum this game. I was going to.
It's a stupid platinum.
But you have to get S rank in every single mission to platinum it, and I was just like, I'm not doing this. Like, I'm not having enough fun to keep going. I think I got all the weapons, almost. I need some of the back ones. And then I bought all the like heads and legs and stuff, and I was like, this is enough to go on. So we talked about it earlier. You have a lot of mech customization. That's the whole draw of Armored Core, basically, is that and mech fights. Like, the customization is pretty awesome, but it definitely, like, once you find what you're leaning into, you're gonna lean into it hard and not really diversify much. Like, I made 4 different builds. Yeah, 4 or 5. For all the like different legs, because you have speed legs, you have regular legs, you have goat legs that you can jump higher and dodge faster with.
Cool.
You have the pteropod legs, where you have 4 legs in your spider, and then you have tank legs. I made a build with just about all of those. I skipped the goat legs. I didn't really care for them.
They're those are the light ones. That's how you make the fast.
Well, you can do goat legs, or you can do like lightweight, fast bipedal legs, and then you get like super fast, but you don't have as good of a quick boost.
And the goat legs jump really high.
Right.
That's why I like them.
So that's the thing with the jumps. Like if you jump super high, you don't have to waste any of your boost boosting that high. So like you could save your boost, save your energy to do other stuff.
Yeah, my quick build was the goat legs and whatever lightest armor pieces they had, and a shotgun and a sword and some missile launchers on my back just in case I needed some long range firepower. But it was just like I just rushed right up to him, shot him in the face, and kept moving. That was pretty much the strategy with that one.
Yeah, there was some cool ones. Like there was definitely like fun to experiment with all the different like builds and stuff. It's from Soft Game, so it's hard as shit, and it really like incentivized you to do different builds and stuff because
it was
swear
different.
like the first 4 bosses at least, it made you cycle through like roughly all the legs, give or take, in a build based around that. Because like the first boss, Balteus was the first one. You had to do tank legs.
The first big one, the first like big bad boss was Balteus. Yeah, once I got those tank legs and I didn't have to really worry about weight anymore, I never really went back unless I just wanted to.
Tank legs for Balteus worked out really good. Goat legs or bipedal legs with just like a big ass melee stagger build for the Sea Spider worked really good. And then what is it called? The thing with the chainsaw blades. It's like a furnace coming at you.
I forgot the name, but it's a big old.
It's a mobile furnace coming at you with chainsaws.
I remember seeing that in the trailer.
It spits molten metal out at you and stuff. It's really cool.
That one is a great build for the pteropods. So, like, each one has, like, a exploitable weakness, almost. And they don't tell you, of course, but you can kind of tell, because, like, the attack furnace has a lot of ground-based stuff. And the whole allure of the pteropod legs is they can hover almost indefinitely. Like, they use up next to no charge to hover.
Oh,
so you can just hover above everything and just, like, blast them.
Yeah, and my main build was tank legs, the heaviest armor I could get a hold of, 2 Gatling guns, 1 in each hand, and 2 songbirds on my shoulders. And if that wasn't working, I'd switch it to dual flamethrowers, because that it doesn't literally like melt the mechs down into a puddle, but it melts their health bar completely. Like the flamethrowers are insane.
And if you follow the channel, you already know my build. The SplatAttack.exe build I shared is amazing.
That one worked very well for that.
You get 2 of the shield piercer bazookas on your shoulders.
Those things
then you
were
get
so good.
2 magnificent bazookas in each hand. You can stagger anything like a boss, bust through shields, and just blast them. I don't know why I was inspired to do the Splatoon aesthetic on top of it. I have no idea. Maybe just because it's such like a blocky mech, like it had so much like face area to decorate. I was just like, I gotta do something.
Yeah,
and
I
downloaded
yours and it worked really well against the really cool boss. I forgot the name. It's like the coral robot.
Yeah, the coral sucking robot.
It's like the only one with 2 like
quick and fast 2 forms. Like it's awesome.
Because like Balteus technically had a second phase, but this one like died and came back for a second phase. So it felt more like a second phase.
And Balteus was like hard bullshit where.
But once you figured out
the way
around it...
It's called like the Finis or something. I forget what it is.
Once you figured out the way around it, it was like trivial almost.
Yeah, but the other one is like hard but fair. Like, and fun, most of all. Because like it was challenging for sure, but once you could get it, like I got it down almost on my first try. I was like, I just need to get slightly better at this. And then I did, ultimately, like an hour later. But still, it was fun and frustrating to do it, as weird as that sounds. But I did it.
I even made like a cheesy 80s one-liner when I fought like V2 Snail. When I fought him because I killed him in his main mech and then he came back piloting Balteus version 2. But when I fought him the first time, he was like, I can't lose. And I was like, a little too slow there, Snail. And like flew off. Just said it to myself like a f***ing weirdo. But that game got me into that mentality because that's pretty much what it was. Is like, I mean, they all had their little call signs, and they all like the guys just sitting there. Yeah, 621, wake up the dog.
It was kind of like
rough, so cool,
dumb action movie almost, like in the best of ways. Like And
like Carla kept calling you a tourist.
yeah.
And she's like, oh, hey, what's up, tourist? Like every mission with her, I was like, oh, damn. These are my friends. And then, no. But anyway, spoilers.
Well, we're already past the spoiler alert. Let's get into it. You have 3 different endings. You can either...
you can side with your ghost girlfriend
side
that's
with
in your
the
head.
ghost coral spirits that are inhabiting the coral. And
so there's more than one.
There's only one that talks to you, but there's a lot. She's always talking about she has a lot of brothers and sisters.
It's basically the live stream from Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, okay.
Because the coral...
I think they were previously...
Is it exactly that? Because aren't they using it for power?
I think so, because I think they were previously like living people, and then the fires of Ibis came down and destroyed everything.
No.
And
it's not fully clear.
It's not fully clear. Was it a solar flare, I guess?
Something like that. It was a coral flare, wasn't it?
It looked like it.
It looked like a solar flare in the trailer.
It's cool as shit when you see it. But none of the endings are really good. Like, I think you die in all of them.
Oh.
What?
Well, maybe not the Handler Walter one.
No, not the Handler Walter one.
Oh, yeah, not that one, no. So, I got the bad ending first.
I got the good ending, quote unquote, first.
I took out the coral lady, and that was my first ending, because you can pick different like divergent paths and everything. So I got that one first. That fight was hard. Like, it took a while for me to get good at that one, because she was quick and fast like the fun one, but also bullshit like Balteus. Like it took a lot of doing.
I got the one where you had to fight Handler Walter at the end.
Yeah.
And he was like 6'1". And then it seemed like he was almost mind controlled. It was weird.
Yeah, everybody kind of is. And some of the people
Maybe
you think are people are AI. Like, Chatty Stick is an AI. Like, I found that out my second playthrough, because, like, you do a mission.
So he might be an AI?
Cinder's
Walter?
just like, yeah, I built him. No, I don't think he is. But, I don't know. It's very weird.
That is kind of weird, since you don't ever see the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Walter was a pretty fun fight, but it was so easy.
And he looked like a Lord Zed inspired Gundam.
He had a very cool neck, and
he's red. He's got like a bunch of like coral weaponry in him. Like, it's really cool.
That sounds cool.
He's got a coral shield. That one's awesome.
Well, I say easy. Like, he had me down to like 30 health. Like, I had used up all my heals, so it wasn't like easy, but I also didn't die. Yeah. So it was a good
I think it was Walter.
I only beat it once.
Hard to stagger. Like, you can stagger him, but he stays down for like 2 seconds. You gotta capitalize fast. He's pretty fast. Ayer, I think, the coral lady,
ghost girlfriend.
she's very fast and will like overload you with bullets and stuff like that. So she staggers you, so you gotta dodge a lot. And hers was very challenging. And then the third one you can only get on New Game Plus. So you've beaten the game twice now. Then you do unlock some different divergent paths and stuff for the next playthrough. And before I get into this ending, I'll talk about that, because this was really cool. Actual old school New Game Plus, I love seeing it. It's just the game, but again, with all your shit from before. And it's not like, oh, this is hard mode. The enemies are now upgraded for New Game Plus. No, it's like, this is the same enemy, but now you're a god. So blast through them.
Just blast through everybody like it's nothing.
Like, I love that New Game Plus so much. Yeah. I am not the biggest fan of the New Age one where they're just like, yep, now it's super hard mode. Good luck. I love that. But in New Game Plus, you get some different options for like divergent missions. Like, there's one that's not a divergent mission, like you're doing a mission with the red guns, and then some company comes on, they're just like, hey, you want some extra money if you betray those red guns? And then like you get paused and like you can hit accept or deny, and of course I accepted to get a different ending, and then you just blast through 2 ACs at once. Like, and obviously they don't give you that fight option at the beginning because you could not handle 2 ACs at once at that point in the story. Like, you're in chapter 1, you can't do nothing.
No, not with my setup. I was struggling in chapter 1.
But now you get that option. Then you get multiple different other ones throughout other different playthroughs and everything, unlocking more and more of the arena, which was kind of fun kind of not like it got trivial if you
Was
find
the
like your
arena
niche.
super easy to you?
Yes.
Okay, because I would literally just sit there sometimes with my tank legs and just Gatling gun them to hell.
So if you do like a big ass tank build like the one we did for Voltaeus, you can trounce the entire arena. And then
there's a few that got me, but not many.
They got a little difficult at some points, but overall, you do tank build, you can beat the arena.
Did you guys ever do the online arena?
No. I did a little bit of it. I was mainly waiting on matchmaking.
And
I was just like, that's just,
they'd probably stomp me into the dirt because I would just sit there and shoot them.
Yeah.
Because I would treat it like a regular AC.
I know. I saw one that was pretty funny that they like shot at each other once each and missed, so then they just dropped all their guns and fist fought.
Yeah.
Yeah, the manual gun dropping.
Yeah, because like the first guy started dropping his guns, and then the other guy was dropping his, and then they just had a fist fight in the desert.
Yeah. Well, and that you can do that. Like you can opt in to just manually, like you can do the OS tuning to either do like more damage, unlock certain attributes, like putting extra arm weapons on your back instead of a gun mount. Or like you can do like more health and stuff. So OS tuning is where that comes in. That was a really cool feature.
There's so many options. If I ever play it again, I'm gonna look up the best speed build, and I'm not gonna just sit there with my tank legs.
Yeah.
Even the mini tank legs were so funny because you have tank legs that are like that big, like compared to mine that are that big, and you're just so fast.
Yeah, they're very fast.
Yeah,
I think there were hover tank legs too.
I didn't like them that much. Like you do like it. If you fly up in the air, it's like a very slow descent because it's kind of like a plane almost. But I didn't care for them that much. But moving towards the endings, we have the new ++ ending where you side with All Mind. So you say "damn you" to the Coral Lady, "damn you" to Walter, and you side with the AI that's been like doing the arenas and stuff like that.
621's off the leash. We got a wild dog. I bet he said something like that.
It was almost verbatim. He said something like that. But it was a pretty fun ending. Honestly, that was one of the most fun. Other than the first time I played through it,
they made me hate the shit out of the snail though. Like
Snail's a pompous ass.
Yeah, he was such an ass. He was like, "You're not merely the hound I thought you were. You're the worst kind of vermin," and all this stuff. I was like, "Get ready to fucking die."
But if you side with All Mind, I would say that's like the evil ending, because you're literally like All Mind's basically just like kill all the AC pilots. Only computers will live, and then it's just like, well, I'm not a computer, but I'll do it, okay? And then of course, All Mind's just like, no, we're betraying you now. Only computers will live. And it's like, oh,
I was gonna say,
see that coming.
Does it see you as like an honorary computer because you helped it?
But it does like integrate past pilots into the AI functionality, like that weird Johnny Depp movie, Transcendence. It's like that kind of. I don't know. It's weird. So hard. Like to be fair, I passed through a lot of the new game story. I was just like, let's get to the missions and the robot explosions. Let's go. But like one of the AC pilots that's always like throwing a fit. He's just like, no fair. You attacked me when I wasn't ready, and it's like, I busted your ass and get over it. Like
yeah,
gets
if you didn't see my tank legs coming, like that's on you.
And then he like gets like too angry to die or something, like overthrows All Mind or something weird. And this is all, I want to say, not on me for not paying attention, because they're spouting off plot in the middle of robot fighting action. And I'm like, I can't pay attention and win. So I got to do both. But that one was really hard because it's like an AC, 5 military like mech units, and that's the first phase. You take that out. Bigger AC comes in and murders the past AC, and now this guy's minions are 2 of the C-Star bosses, which was a big boss I was stuck on for a while. So, not only making bosses down to minions for the final battle, but also big, heavy AC attacking you. That one was really hard. It took me a good bit, but I did it, and it was really fun. Like, it was a lot of, like, I've said it multiple times, but tough but fair. Like, you just see it, and you're just like, okay, if I could get slightly better, like, accuracy on my long range, I think I'll get them. And then you do that, and then it's like immediate, like you see it, you're just like, yes, that was the issue. So now it's fixed, and I win. Like it was a very cool loop that you can kind of, with experience, you can figure out like what you need to change and then change it.
I was just glad I didn't have to kill my buddy with his emblem was like a wolf with like a muzzle.
Oh, I killed him.
I forgot his name. In my ending, I didn't.
Rusty.
Rusty. I didn't have to kill him. Because he called me buddy the whole time. I was like, this guy's my friend.
He calls you that the whole time you're fighting him too, but it's sarcastic now.
Yeah. Well, I did. I fought him, but he didn't die.
No.
And then he came back and he was like, "Hey, I'm helping now." And I was like, "Great. Let's go. Let the red dust free or whatever." That's the choral ending. And then Ayer's like, hey, I'm your ghost girlfriend. Thanks. Oh, God, it's Walter. And Walter comes out. He's like, time to put the dog down. Or something weird, some action movie one-liner. And then you just shoot him into the jets and he dies.
Yeah. So the bad ending is weird. Because, like, instead of, like, letting the coral out, which is what you do in the first bad ending, you just let it burn so no one can get it. And then with Walter...
you crash a city. Oh. You crash a spaceship city into it. Let's not...
Oh, wow.
Because that's what I stopped, was the spaceship city crashing into shit. That was fun.
So you're just Sigma.
Pretty much.
Mega Man
kind
X.
of. Yeah, but the bad ending where you side with All Might and then take it out, like, I don't know what the happened, because there's like a black hole and then everything disappears, and then there's like 4 other armored cores waking up, and they seem... I don't know.
I made a joke that like in the real ending you fought God because it's a Japanese game, and then Daniel was like, kind of.
Yeah, it was weird. Like you wake up, Ayer's like, we're free, and then there's like 4 armored cores that wake up and like look to the sky. So I don't know if like you're sucking them now or what, because Ayer got turned into a robot. Oh, she helps you out in the final battle, by the way.
Cool.
All Mine, that was cool. But yeah, it was really weird. Really cool, but very odd. Mainly for the gameplay. It's what you want this game for. But ultimately, I would say Armored Core 6. It was a very fun time. I wish it did have like a more in-depth story or something to keep me going a little bit more. Or maybe even just like steer into like the 80s action movie cheese a little bit more. Because like, I think we got one like kind of like heavy metal song sort of during the credits, but that was really it. Like if we had something like Live and Learn from Sonic Adventure 2 going like that, that would have been awesome. But ultimately, I thought it was very fun. The main thing that has me like excited for the future is the customizability of it. Like I've already seen people making Gundams, Evangelion stuff. Like
I hope that FromSoft gets their wish and this starts a mech game revolution.
Yeah,
I hope so.
Because if we could get Armored Core, but like just better, like honestly, it was kind of like
Armored Core 7, baby.
If we could get, and this sounds unlike Armored Core, but if it was like Xenoblade Chronicles X, open world monster fighting, like Pacific Rim stuff, but with the Armored Core 6 combat.
With Armored Core combat.
That would be really cool. Like if there's like a semi-open world that you can explore or something like that. Like just more than just missions. Like I don't know. Like if that's
it felt very dated, but not necessarily in a bad way. But like toward the end of the game, that's where it started to drag to me.
Yeah.
Because it was mainly just Chapter 4. Chapter 4 was like...
Chapter 4 is a slog.
Chapter 4 was like, hey, we're going to have a different thing every mission. Oh, you have to pilot this literal pile of trash now instead of your cool tank.
Yeah.
Oh, like, God damn it.
Yeah, you get captured, basically.
Yeah, you get captured, and now it's a stealth mission.
Of course, they don't show it. They're just like, hey, you got captured and escaped.
My dog's...
We caught you up in this radio transmission.
My dog's in a cage. Let me let his teeth out, 621. And then, like, you get this shitty garbage mech, and it's a stealth mission now.
Huh.
So it was just like... It's a very good game. Chapter 4 slogs a little bit, and the story is not a focus, I understand that, but I wish there was just a little more. Yeah. But other than that, phenomenal. Like it's great. The gameplay itself is ridiculous. Like it's just
the gameplay is where it's at. But what would you say you would rate it?
I'd probably an 8. I'd give it an 8.
I would say probably a 7.
It's very solid.
Having to go through all the dialogue in Chapter 4
I only played it once, so
it may have brought it down a little bit for me, but I would say 7 because like the plot's like nothing too major. It won't keep you like mentally invested, but the action is almost picture perfect. Like it's very, very fun action and very fun customizing. So 2 pluses for that. But ultimately, that's what I would give it. If y'all have played it at home, let us know what you made. Go ahead and share your Armored Core like share tags or whatever in the comments so we can see some of those cool builds. And be sure to stay tuned to BroTrio for more content.